Hey everyone, my name is Isberg. I've been doing e-commerce for the past 9 years, and right now I own and I help scale brands totaling around $6 million a month. And I've seen the 0% conversion rate stores, I've seen the over 20% conversion rate stores. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how you can get to that 20% conversion rate phase and how you can take your now 2% to 4% conversion rate, your 10% to 20%. And if you have 50% conversion rate, please hit me up on Instagram. I would love to know how you do that shit. So getting right into the video, before I start talking about the specific things like do these now, there isn't gonna be like things that someone's gonna tell you, oh, do this, you'll have a higher conversion rate. If it is, you suck. Like you haven't done your due diligence. If there's a thing someone random can just tell you without looking at any of your stores, any of your nothing at what you're doing, like things like having a sticky add to cart button, like that will increase your conversion rate. Having free shipping, that will increase your conversion rate. Having a negative review on your landing page, that will increase your shipping, your conversion rate. If you don't have any of those, do that. You'll have more conversion rate. Hopefully you've already gotten value, or hopefully not, you haven't gotten value already from this video because you already do those things. Now, the more important things are not gonna be like apps, do this, do that, but it's gonna be about your relationship with your targeted audience. Like it doesn't matter what you sell, you shouldn't sell to everyone. You should make that one specific person feel understood, like feel like that's for them. Like you do that at scale, you can do that to many people, but you have to do it at some point. Like if you have an ad saying Philip Isberg doing 6 million a month on like e-commerce and a few drop shipping stores, and you have this and you live in Sweden, I can help. I'll be like, okay, yeah, this is for me, I'll buy it, whatever it is, but that's it and no one else. So you want to make it at scale, but you still want to make it to a specific person. And the more you know about your target audience, the better this can be, because your target audience, like your buyers, want to buy. You just have to make them feel like buying and feel good about buying. You have to get them to that buying state, and you get that by making them make an emotional decision. Like that's through emotional marketing, not logical marketing. And you might think, oh, but I sell to men. Men is logical creatures. Sure, but the decision is still gonna be emotional. Like it's gonna be, oh, like this dishwashing product is gonna make my wife's life easier. I don't know English, guys. No, it's gonna be, oh, she's gonna fight less with me because her doing the dishes not gonna be hassle anymore. Like that's still an emotional scenario. Like their life is gonna be for the better. And this you have to do with everything. Like you never sell the trip, what do you call it? You never sell the journey, you sell the destination. Like if you want to go on a trip, you don't want to go, like you don't want to fly with Finnair. You want to go to the Maldives. Like you don't care what you're flying. Sure, like if the service is good, nice, but you don't plan your trip with, oh, let's go with Air China. I love Air China. No, you want to go to Shanghai. So that's what you want to do with any product that you sell, like every product that you sell. Don't sell the journey, sell the destination. And you do that by knowing your targeted audience, know which scenarios they're usually in, and put them in those hateful scenarios that they don't want to be in anymore, and then show them the better scenario. Not just, oh, this product, this freaking lens cover, this is so good because it's gonna protect your lens. No, put them in a scenario where their lens just cracked, because you know that your targeted audience are videographer to weddings, and now you're selling this videographer to wedding camera lens cap, trash product by the way. And you don't say, oh, this is gonna protect your lens, for sure, buy it, it has a good deal. No, you're selling them just about to record the bride and groom kissing for the first time, and the lens has shattered because you didn't protect it. Now what? They start to feel that stress, they start to feel the emotion, and they buy. And then if you have a good deal, that's better. So conversion rate starts with everything from the ad. And we've also tested this when it comes to like the ad creative itself. Like we've, for some stores, removed the entire product description and just had a product, a buy button, that's it. Trash offer, just get this product please. And since the ads were so good, they bought anyways, and it barely dented the conversion rate at all because the creative was so spot on. We truly understood our targeted audience and got them in that emotional buying state from the get-go, from the doom scrolling phase. And this is an entirely different video getting into how you do those types of ads, but just a shortcut. First link in the description is the software I use to create those ads without having to analyze, because for the longest time I had to analyze all of these ads and had to look at the good, the bad, and why did it work, what was the psychological trigger that made the conversion here. This app, Stardust, just does it for you. So you just plug it into your ad account. I'm not going to sell this too much, I just want to give you some extra value here. It plugs into your ad account, it reads all of your good data, all of your bad data, it understands, it actually watches your ad and understands why they worked so good. And it does that for all your ads, and then it finds patterns in the good ones, finds patterns in the bad ones, and then it creates new ads for you. Creator briefs or just ads for you to just run, and they work better. It's just data driven. Like doing creative analysis is just IQ. It's just pattern recognition. And what does it better than, or who does it better than AI? So if you want to use this software I use Stardust, and on to the video. Now, I'm assuming that you know that conversion rate is your issue. This is why you're watching this video, but you'd be surprised how many people don't actually have a conversion rate issue. Like they just, oh, I need higher conversion rate. And I ask them, what's your cost per click? And then it's like 25, I'm speaking in kroners here, $2.50, $3, $2. Like, no, conversion rate is not your issue. And they think, oh no, conversion rate is my issue. Definitely, I have 50-cent cost per click, but their average order value is like $3. No, conversion rate is not your issue. Or even if it is conversion rate, it's not like they don't know if it's add to cart rate, if it's the drop off rate, if it's like there's so many things that it can be the reason to why you're not selling as much as you want to, because at the end of the day, you don't care about your conversion rate. You care about making more money. And if you can have a 0.1% conversion rate and still be at 20 ROAS, you're good. And you still don't have a conversion rate issue. So please first understand what your issue is. And again, this is an entirely different video as well. But assuming you know that conversion rate, the add to cart rate, when I say conversion rate now is the add to cart rate from the landing page to clicking adding to cart, we want to increase that. And you have good ads or not, doesn't really matter. There's 4 things now that we can get into that you should try first. That will most definitely, one of them, at the end of the day, increase your conversion rate. The first thing is the first image that your visitors see when they land on the product page. Like the first and second pictures, like on the top. Like I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing right now. Landing page on the mobile, and then the top, because why would you run as a desktop? On the top, like the first and the second image. The second image basically does not matter, like when it comes to the things you can do now that will affect your conversion rate the most. But the first image, make sure that that's good and start split testing those things. And when it comes to all these 4 things, I'm going to say test, because there's not one thing that's going to be do this and it's going to work. I'm going to go over best practices and the things that we've seen over the almost at hundreds, but tens of brands doing numbers that we've helped done. You do even more numbers doing comments. So we're going to go over best practices, of course, and start there, but then you have to test your way forward. And with all of these things, try one thing and see if it works before you go over to the next. All right, I'm going to stop rambling now. So the first product picture, the best practice there is having a lifestyle image in the environment where your targeted audience would usually use the product. And here, like there's so many things, like just having the one product in the office drinking, because you know that your targeted audience is people working too hard, and they're content creators, they talk a lot, so they have to drink water. Like this is your angle, by the way. Still, you have to know your target audience. So the product picture is someone drinking or holding it while they're streaming or recording a video. That's the good product picture. But if your average order value is an issue, make them hold 2. This affects so much. So please test this as well. But so don't have like the first picture being of the product in a perfect studio setting. No, don't be someone drinking in a perfect studio setting. No, have someone use, I say lifestyle, I don't know what lifestyle is, but just someone using the product where it's intended for them to use based off of who your target audience is. Start there and then test your way forward. The next thing is the product title. Now you're with me. It's from the top to the bottom now, okay? Not in order with which is more important than the other, but under the product picture is your product title, unless you've split tested that, to have it above. Sometimes that works better as well for your conversion rate nerds out there. The product description, no, the product title should be the product name dash dream scenario without sacrifice. That's generally the best practices. Now, for some products, it's not that, and that's fine because we've tested it. We know that it's not that, it's the other thing. But please start here if your conversion rate is trash right now, or if you're just bored, you want to try something new. So what I mean with dream scenario without sacrifice. Let's say you're selling a game for the entire family. Your angle, first of all, you're not selling the game. It's not a fun game. I don't care. What you're selling is, first, know your target audience. So it's most definitely the parents that want to spend more times with their kids. So the dream scenario now is more family time without the sacrifice that they usually have to go through to be able to spend more family time. And now again, know your targeted audience. What do they usually go through? Is it a bunch of fighting? Is it a bunch of crying from the kids? Like depending on the age. By the way, you should know the age of your targeted audience, children. So let's say it's fighting. More family time without family fights. Boom. I don't like the sound of that, but you get the idea. Dream scenario without the sacrifice that they right now have to do to be able to achieve the dream scenario. 6 to 8 words, something like that. You might think, oh, that's too long. It's not. It's not too long. Okay? Start there. Test your way forward. Next thing is the offer. I would say that this is the most important thing, usually when it comes to your landing page. Having an offer that just, if you have good ads, like just don't make it that hard to just buy. Like, okay, makes sense. That's fine for most part. But if you could create an offer that would make them feel stupid, say no to, that's even better. Like we want to make it as difficult for us, we want to make it as difficult as possible for ourselves to fail. And we do that by having a great offer. So best practices when it comes to great offers is, what does it look like right now and how does it work? Who's your target audience? You're gonna hate me for saying who's your target audience this many times in this video, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna keep saying it. So depending on your target audience, like what are they using the product for? Have the name of the bundle be named that thing. Like it can be that easy. And if your conversion rate sucks, like you're losing money right now as you're running ads, switch it up completely. Like if you have buy one, buy two, buy three bundle with a so-so deal, switch it up to, and you see that, oh, the first pack is the most bought, but you want to increase the average order value and your conversion rate because you're losing money. You should, you need to switch something up completely. Like do a BOGO, double the price of the product and make it so that every time they buy a product, they get a free one. Like standard BOGO offer. Like the most common thing I see is people selling a 3-pack for 33% off. Do you know what that is? That's a buy 2, get 3 deal. That's what it is. Buy 2, you get 1 extra free. You haven't devalued your product by giving them a sale. You just gave them an extra 1 free. And that increased the perceived value that they got for buying that offer. Now the offer is better, but nothing's changed. So switch it up, switch one thing at a time. If it worked, great. If it didn't, switch back and do something different. The fourth and final thing, I'm not going to go into too much, is basically the first paragraph of your product description. Like sell the emotion, please. Don't go into logic, don't go into how, don't go into everyone else buys. Just sell the scenario that you know that your targeted audience is in, because you know who your targeted audience is. That's basically it. I'm not going to go over it too much. This is a completely different video, just the product description. I have it in Swedish. I might as well remake it in English so that you guys can make more money. But that's it. These are the 4 things that I would split test on the landing page. And it's rare that I ever test anything else on the site because I'm always split testing between these 4 things. And I'm always doing one thing at a time. So let's say I'm split testing the first image today. I'm just gonna test it out. Like, shoot me. I don't use the A/B split test app. Bah, you got me. Like, I don't. I just test. I just switch it out, and then like the volumes we usually do, like half an hour is usually good, an hour is usually good, something like that. And we've like, oh, usually now we get 200 purchases. We've had 90. Okay, switch back. Now we know. And then we might, if we're unsure, like we might switch it back coming Friday and see, is it still trash? And then as soon as the switch back is trash, okay, we switch back. Like, it's not optimal, I know, but I don't care. As long as you test one thing, and if you see that it's good, keep it, test the next thing, and if you see that it's bad, switch it out, write it down, don't do this shit again, test the new thing. And that's what I always do on my landing page. Like, there's always a active test on my site. At the same time as I'm testing new creative concepts, I'm scaling down, doing whatever, I'm adding complementary products, email, whatever. On the site, one of these 4 things I'm always testing to increase the average order value. And this is how I, over time, get over 20%, maybe not stable, like the most stable I had is like 14.5% conversion rate over like a 2-year period, and it's still at that. We're trying to increase it even more now, and we're testing these 4 things. But that's it. That's everything when it comes to conversion rate that I feel is important. Now I could talk about this for like 20 hours, and why not 24, Philip? 24 hours, sure. And it would still not cover everything. But this is what I like to see as the lowest hanging fruit. Like, if you do this thing, the 80-20 rule, you put 20% of your effort for 80% of the results. This is the 20% of the effort. Like, you don't need that much more to start making more money. And as you're the entrepreneur, you're the driver of everything, you have very split focus. Please don't split it up anymore. Like, do the thing, make more money, and do this thing over here now so you can make even more money. Even if you can have your 14.5% conversion rate turn to 14.6, it might be better for you to half your cost per click by making better ads. Use Stardust below, by the way. All right, I've ranted enough. I have no idea how long this video is. This is my first English video. If you love it, please comment down below saying more English content, Philip. I know that all my Swedish followers are gonna be like, Philip, please do it in Swedish. It sounds way more natural, you know. It's English content from now on. Hope you enjoyed the video. Follow me on Instagram if you want more daily updates, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, take care. Peace.